Nietzsche was one of the most influential philosophers to ever live. He is highly revered by many, but there are also plenty of people who misrepresent him and use him to justify their beliefs. But in this video, we allow focus on what Nietzsche actually said and how his ideas can help us find our real selves. According to Nietzsche, most people are not living their lives to the fullest. He tells us that we can break free from the herd mentality and forge our own path in life. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Life is full of suffering and misery, but we must still affirm it. We must still love it. Why? Because life is all we have. It is the only thing that we are certain of. Everyone can be creative in their own way. A businessman can be creative in the way that he runs his business. A scientist can be creative in the way that he conducts his experiments. According to him, you can not have a meaningful relationship with someone unless you are in a relationship with your real self. Why is this? Because when you are not in a relationship with your real self, you are not being honest with others. You are not being genuine. Some people use his ideas to justify their beliefs. For example, some people use his ideas to justify their racist or anti-Semitic beliefs. But this is not what Nietzsche intended. He was against all forms of discrimination and oppression. He believed that all humans are equal and that all humans have the potential to be great. And this creates a barrier between you and other people. And it is essential for creating a better world. But it is not easy to find your real self. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. But Nietzsche tells us that it is possible. And when we find our real self, we become truly free. We become creative. You cannot be open and vulnerable with them. And that is what relationships are all about. Openness and vulnerability. If you want to learn more about Nietzsche, we would recommend reading some of his books. And if you want to learn more about existentialism, we would recommend checking out our other videos on existentialism. Thank you for watching. But when you find your real self, when you become who you are, you're more likely to create meaningful relationships with other people. You are more likely to be honest and genuine with them. And this creates a deeper connection between you and others. A teacher can be creative in the way that he teaches his students. So creativity is not limited to a select few. It is a quality that all humans possess. According to him, the world is in a state of constant flux. Everything is changing all the time. And the only way to deal with this change is to be flexible. To be able to adapt to new circumstances, you must be able to let go of your attachment to things staying the same. And this is where finding your real self comes in. When you find your real self, you become more flexible. You become more adaptable. And this makes it easier for you to deal with the changing circumstances of life. As a result, you are better able to create a better world for yourself and for others. And this is what it means to be truly free. You are not just free to do whatever you want to. You are also free to be whoever you want to be. You are not limited by your past. You are not limited by your circumstances. You are free to create yourself. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. He tells us that we can all become who we want to be. We can all live a life true to ourselves. And we can all affirm life in all its fullness. And when we do this, we become creative. We become truly free. We don't know if we will be alive or not. So we must make the most of the present moment. We must affirm life in all its fullness. And this includes both the good and the bad. When you affirm life, you are saying yes to it. You are embracing it fully. You are not trying to escape from it. And this is what it means to be truly free. The first step is to become who you are. The second step is to love yourself. And this is even harder than the first step. Become who you are. Love yourself and affirm life. But what happens when you find your real self? What happens when you become truly free? According to Nietzsche, you become creative. Creativity is the highest expression of the human spirit. It is the ability to bring something new into existence. And only the truly free can be creative. Why? Because creativity requires courage. It requires the ability to take risks and to stand up in the face of adversity. And only the truly free have this courage. When you become truly free, you realize that you are capable of anything. You are not limited by your circumstances. You are not limited by what other people think of you. And this gives you the courage to be creative. You can express yourself in whatever way you want to. You can create something that has never been created before. Most people struggle to love themselves because they are too busy judging themselves. They are constantly comparing themselves to others, and they feel like they are not good enough. This is why so many people suffer from depression and anxiety. They are just bombarded with negative thoughts all the time. But here's the thing. You need to stop judging yourself. You need to learn to love yourself for who you are. Only then can you truly be free. Freedom is not possible while you are constantly judging and condemning yourself. So, practice don't compare yourself to others, and don't try to be someone else. Love yourself for who you are. But how do we do this? The first step to finding your real self, according to Nietzsche, is to become who you are. In other words, you need to become yourself. And this is not easy. Most people are so far removed from themselves that they don't even know what this means. But it simply means becoming what you were meant to be. It means living a life true to yourself and not according to what others expect of you. For example, imagine you have always wanted to be a musician, but your parents wanted you to be a doctor. So you end up studying medicine and becoming a doctor. Now you are working in a hospital and you hate it. Every day you feel miserable and you feel like a failure. This is because you have betrayed your true self. You have not become who you were meant to be. This is what Nietzsche means when he says that most people are not living their lives to the fullest. They are not becoming who they are. They are not fulfilling their potential. They just go through the motions, following the same old paths that everyone else is taking. This is because they're following the herd and are concerned about what others think of them. And when you do this, you end up losing yourself along the way. You stop asking questions and become a mindless drone. You just follow what everyone else is doing without questioning why. And before you know it, you have surrendered your life to convention. Before we begin, here's a small request. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And don't forget to turn on notifications, so that you get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Now let's start with Nietzsche and finding your real self. The good news is that Nietzsche offers a way out of this situation. But here's the good news. You can change this. You can become who you are. You can live a life true to yourself. Now the third step is to affirm life. And this is the most important step of all. So these are the 3 steps to finding your real self. But here's the thing. Creativity is not just for artists and musicians. However, achieving this state of freedom is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. But Nietzsche tells us that it is possible. Furthermore, Nietzsche believed that finding your real self was essential for creating meaningful relationships with other people. In addition to that, Nietzsche believed that finding your real self was essential for creating a better world. However, Nietzsche's ideas have been misunderstood and misinterpreted by many people. So in conclusion, finding your real self is essential for living a good life. It is essential for creating meaningful relationships with other people. We hope that you enjoyed this video and that it has helped you to understand Nietzsche's ideas a little bit better.